how to send and sign a transaction using Sparrow and your Coldcard queue using only QR codes. This is the easiest way to do this. It doesn't require an SD card, an SD reader, and transferring over the data in a file. You just use QR codes instead, and it generates it on Sparrow, reads it with this. Very, very simple. And let's get into the tutorial. My name is Forrest Hodel. I'm a Bitcoin educator. And if you want to book a one-on-one coaching session with me to cover security best practices, any questions you might have regarding Bitcoin, you can do so in the link in the description. If you still need help generating a wallet, connecting to Sparrow, setting up your Coldcard, I have a previous video which I'll link in the cards and in the description, and this is basically a part 2 to the Coldcard series that I'm doing. So right here, we in the previous one, we received a transaction, we imported our wallet, we did use an SD card for all of that, and now I'm going to show you how to send this transaction. So we have this transaction here that we just received. It only has 2 confirmations, but we can still send it, and it's 5,355 sats. If we go to UTXOs, this is the UTXO right here. And what we can do is on the UTXOs, we'll go to send selected after selecting this one, and it's going to generate this send field here with this amount. And what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to send this to myself. But essentially, if you're sending this to a friend, if you're buying something with Bitcoin on chain, you would find the receiving address. So I'm just sending it to my own receiving address within Sparrow here, which is this code here. And you can see it's never been used. Go back to the send, put this in here, and we're going to do QR test. Now let's set the fees. I'm going to set them a little bit higher than they need to be just to get this transaction through guaranteed. I'm expecting to just eat up the value of this UTXO over time. This is just purely for testing and showing you guys. So let's create transaction. And we know that this is going to the QR code we want. The fee is the amount that we want, and we finalize transaction. Now, what this is going to do here is we have options to do it through an SD card by saving the transaction, or we have an option to generate a QR code on screen right here, and then we're going to scan that with our Coldcard queue. So let's turn this Coldcard on. I have a passphrase on this wallet, so I need to go down to passphrase and enter that. If you don't have a passphrase, you don't need to do that. Passphrase has been entered. So now we're going to go down to scan any QR code. We're going to press enter on that. And you'll get this screen here, and this little light, this little red light at the top is actually what is used to scan the QR code. So I'm just going to point that at my Sparrow wallet QR code that it generated and kind of just move it back and forth until it scans it. And you can see here now it has the information that was embedded in the QR code. So this is the transaction. It says okay to sign, consolidate. So it knows that I'm sending it to myself in my own wallet. Within wallet, network fee, 1 input, 1 output. It's showing me my address. This is something you'd want to confirm on the screen here. Just make sure. Yep, everything looks good. And lastly, we just hit enter once we've confirmed everything. Now this generates a QR code, and on Sparrow, we're going to hit scan QR code, and it's going to bring up our video. So I actually had to turn my recording software off, so I'm just recording this with my phone, but essentially I have the QR code here, and you just put it up to there. So that's all we need to do, and then we just press this broadcast transaction. So there we have it. There's how to do an air gap transaction using the QR code function on desktop with your Coldcard queue and Sparrow. You can see here it's unconfirmed. However, it is in the mempool. It is sent to the right place, and it is really just taking off a little bit of fees here and resending myself this balance. So that is how to do that. If you guys have any questions, you can comment them in the comment section. The next video in this series that I'm going to do with the Coldcard is how to set up a wallet on here and transfer it into a mobile app so you can view it, you can create transactions in the mobile app, and you can sign it using the QR code function, just like we did, but using your phone instead, so that if you don't have a computer or you are traveling with this and only this, you can actually still send and sign transactions using your cold storage as opposed to needing a hot wallet. If you guys want to check out the Coldcard, I do have a link for it in the description. I also have a link for the Jade, which is a great wallet for beginners. And I also have links for the Bitcoin Well, which is a great exchange. You can get free rewards for just signing up. And I have a 15% discount link for the Stampseed kit. It's a good way to preserve your seed phrase. I have a 5% discount link to the Start9 servers. And all of this goes to support the show. And so thank you all very much for watching this video and staying tuned, and we'll see you on the next episode of Bitcoin Not Crypto.